All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, traders. What's going on? How we doing? How we feeling? We got a nice rainy autumn morning out here in South Carolina today. Let me get this set up. Okay. All right, so let's get it going. Got a couple things to cover this morning. All right, let's start off with the quote of the day. Computer being a little slow right now. All right. Sponsored by Unit We. All right, unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. All right, so that is the quote of the day. We definitely can use some unity in these times. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it right there at that. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our pre-market insight. All right, so on the economic calendar, and you guys can see it because I still got the quote of the day up. Let me get that out the way. All right. So for the economic calendar today, we don't have anything significant going on. Tuesday, we got CB consumer confidence. Wednesday, we got the ADP non-farm employment change, GDP, pending home sales, and crude oil inventories. A lot of economic events going on for Wednesday. Thursday, we got the initial jobless claims, ISM manufacturing PMI. And then on Friday, we have the non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate. All right, so sort of a busy week, especially compared to last week when there wasn't a whole lot going on other than Powell talking. Okay, so that's the economic calendar. Let's go ahead and look at this power range. All right, so for the NQ future sessions power range for today, we got a high of 11,181 with a low of 11,145. We were at the time of this posting, which was at 818. We were trading bullish, up 1.94%. Significant volume of 97K, ATR 336.54. All right, so let's take a look at what that looks like on the chart compared to the fib lines. Put that over there. I need to get me an MV3 trader mug. All right, you can see we have the significant bullish trend. It really took off. We broke out here around 115-ish in the Euro session. Traded bullish in the Euro session, continued through our pre-market. So I would definitely be looking for a little bit of retracement at least. Let me look at what the daily chart looks like. But we do have room to go. We definitely have room to go. All right. Okay. So let's see what the market can give us today. I'm not going to speculate today. I'm not going to do any speculation this morning. I'm just going to take what the market gives me. Just realized I skipped a step in my pre-market checks in my journal. So let's get some music going, and we're going to got some announcements to make, some things to put out. Actually, just one announcement, but it's significant. All right, so we have an update to. I made an update to the journal entry on the website. So I made it much more simpler for me, and as well as as anyone who wants to go over there and check out the journal. So we'll go to MV3 Trader, go to the journal tab. All right, so you look for the big red button. I have all the other journal entries down here under the archive if you want to see the older journals, and then there's even more down here. But for today moving forward, it will be 100% live. All right, so you just go ahead and click here, click the big red button. Actually, the way I'm gonna do this is it's gonna bring me to my, let me go ahead and go back. And I'm gonna make a separate video, really explaining all the details about the journal, because I have more plans for it. I plan on providing a lot of content inside of that journal. A lot of useful information that I think can help other people, with their strategies. All right, so we're gonna go to mv3trader.com, click on the journal tab, click the big red button. All right. So if you don't already have Notion, this is what should come up for you. It will, you see I have my, the tracker, the spreadsheet journal that I trade all my that I track all of my trades with. And then I have this NQ potential plays COB recap. So I used to be consistent with it. I'm about to start, doing it again, where I would, just collect some data. So it's basically how I should have traded in hindsight. This is a hindsight capital product. But this has been very useful for me in the past. It helped me design my strategy. So I'm going to start putting that back together and putting that in the journal. Now, as of right now, not all of this stuff is accessible to the public. I got a couple plans, but if you want access to some of the stuff, just go ahead and shoot me an email and at robwill@mv3trader.com or support@mv3trader.com, and I'll get you access to this. Also, if you want these templates, I definitely provide that. I should put that in there as well. It's just the templates. All right, and then under here you got the Leeloo progress details. So I got a spreadsheet that details my Leeloo progress and what I'm doing in that account. But you can't see it unless you actually have unless you actually have a subscription with Notion, which is completely free. So once you sign in with Notion, so let's do it this way. This is what you'll see. You'll see the complete details, and also this one isn't really accessible to the public as of yet, but if you want access to it, you can just go ahead and email me and I'll get you access to it. You should have a Gmail account to be able to see it. So once you click on it, if you have access to it, you'll see all the numbers and all the stats here. All right. And also part of this journal, the main thing, you have all the journal entries. So as soon as I post something, as soon as I update something in the journal, you can just click on that day and it'll go to the live, what I'm putting, the screenshots, my thoughts, everything is going to be live right here, and everybody has access to this. You should have Notion, because it's the best way to be able to see anything that I have in the journal. All right, and again, I have no affiliation with Notion. I don't get paid for you having Notion. There is a link in the description, I believe. Should be. If there isn't, I'll put one down there later. Also, I have a review on Notion if you haven't seen that one already, and I'll link that in the description as well, and all of that good stuff. So that is I just wanted to give that announcement for how I updated the journal. Also, before the market opens, I want to cover this real quick. I found out over the weekend that that there's an app that you can trade like sporting events, and they do other stuff as well. So, and I was trading it. I was using it over the weekend with the NBA playoffs. It was pretty fun. So right now it's actually it's free to play. It's 100% free to play. You can play for cash prizes or other prizes. What they're trying to do with it though is they're trying to make it like it's an actual market. So you can go in, you can trade it just like you would trade NQ or ES or Apple or whatever. That's where they're trying to go with it. You know, they just need to. They got some business things that they gotta get through to be able to, you know, to have that functionality within it. But for right now, it's just a mobile game, another way to be able to interact with the live sporting events. Also, they got you can do the same thing with the election and whatever. Is a lot of things that you can trade, a lot of events that you can trade within the app. So yeah, I was doing it over the weekend, Saturday and yesterday. I think I posted some screenshots. So it was pretty fun. It was really fun. It's a good way to mix. You know, if you like to watch sports, it's a good way to mix both of your passions with sports and trading, which are two of my passions. You know, I love basketball, the NBA, and trading. So you know, it's a really good way to blend both passions. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and check that out. It's just BallStreetTrading.com. I think that's what it is. Yeah, BallStreetTrading.com. I'll also put a link in the description below. In fact, let me go ahead and do that while I'm looking at it. So if you're watching if you're watching this after this live recording, the link is in the description. Again, I am not affiliated with this company. I will not get paid anything if you click on that link. I'm just sharing some interesting information that I came across over the weekend. All right, so that should be in the description now. All right, so let's get locked in. Let's get back focused on the market. I'm going to close all of that down. Appreciate all the comments. What's going on, Origin? The missus. And I did it again. I had the music playing and I forgot to turn the volume on for the recording. There we go. Good morning, White, and appreciate that. Good luck to you as well. I didn't do that one, but it's fine. I was excited to put out the announcements. I forgot to do a couple things this morning. A couple of household tasks. Why does it look like my charts changed? Oh, I didn't change that. Okay, so that is the retracement that I was expecting. Usually when we have this kind of run up in either direction, it'll consolidate for a while, then it'll retrace a little bit before we continue higher. It either happen in the pre-market or in a, once, you know, after the bell. Just according to my setup, this is what I would call we've entered a battle zone. But I would prefer, I'm looking at taking something bullish. I say it would have made sense to go long here, but I would have had to take that in my no trade window. I would have had to break my rule. gotta be patient and wait for my setup. I heard a lot of talk over the weekend about September and how bad of a month it always is. Of course, when we keep putting that kind of stuff out, that they keep putting that kind of information out, people are going to be a little more hesitant to trade, and it's actually going to, the fact that they're putting it out so consistently is going to actually make it the truth. It's because people are going to change their habits with trading, which will, bring in the volatility and the bad month. Also, that the news is usually from a bullish perspective. So, just some thoughts that I had in my head, just random thoughts. It looks like I'm gonna have to be, very patient this morning and wait for my setup. Got a screenshot for the journal coming up. Wait, that's still not it. Not quite. Hindsight Capital says I could have went long at 280, even though I think if I would have placed the order down there, I don't think I would have gotten filled. Okay. Ninja Trader work with me. I think the momentum right now is definitely to the short side, but you should have some buyers sitting down here. So I'm not looking to go short yet. Seeing this as some profit taking, some accumulation, some buying the dip. This market hasn't been the best market for my plan, for my strategy lately. Like right now, this would be, a no trade window for me. Like I would have to wait a while. Just looking at the price action and the price structure and the way that my strategy is set up, I would have to wait a while to get an actual signal. So I would have to, I'm seeing a couple trades that I could have taken, but I would have had to trade it outside of my strategy and my plan. That's why I'm not that aggressive on the trigger right now. But the downside of that is, you start building habits to where you see setups and you don't take them, and then that's what I'm noticing for myself. I see setups and I don't take them because it's not part of my strategy. Just looking at the price action, and then once an actual signal does come, I've gotten in the habit of not taking the setup that I see. So it's kind of almost like a double-edged sword in the sense that me sticking and being disciplined to my strategy, and in the past, of course, it's helped me from losing, taking a lot of bad trades and losing a lot of money and blowing out accounts. But right now it's not serving me that well because of the way that the market is trading. With the, in the fact that it kind of gets me in the habit of not taking setups that I see. Definitely unusual market open. I think over the past couple of months, I've seen this like maybe twice. That's a bearish signal.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
Should have gave that one more room to breathe. I went long. I took an order long down here, but I got stopped out before it bounced like I wanted it to. I just didn't give it enough room to breathe. Actually, looking at Sierra, I could have placed the order a little lower than what I got in. I took that in NinjaTrader. I have to look at my information later to see exactly where I got in. And I'll probably put that in the journal. Change up the music a little bit. Snap, my brother in the building. What it is, what it do. Don't run on me. A little slow on the trigger, right? Because it looked different. It's actually different between the candlesticks are different between Sierra chart and NinjaTrader. Now I saw that the signal on NinjaTrader. You know, I like to trust Sierra more than I trust NinjaTrader. But I saw a signal on NinjaTrader to go long at 272. So I was about to place a trade. I was a little slow on it, so let's see how it turns out. Looks like it's more of a rollover than actual bounce. Yep. All right. This is why I like to trust Sierra. It's more than likely I would have taken that with a tight stop. 272. It's not finished yet. We just got a little battle here between the buyers and the sellers. There it is. So that move right there would have stopped me out had I taken that play. In this area we're looking really volatile, so I would look for a quick pop out of that area if I was to take it down here on a pullback. Hindsight Capital said I should have, once I saw this candle coming right here with all this room to go, I should have been thinking to take, bearish. Should have been looking to take some shorts, because I see several places where I could have gotten, well, a couple places where I could have taken a short. Actually, yeah, 3 places actually. Gotta love hindsight capital. Yeah, I don't like this price action, so I'm going to be sitting on my hands for a while. The trade I took earlier was a trade I had to take. Watch me pop here. All the money for today happened overnight. They left us the scraps. I agree. And you see, right now we're battling over the scraps. In this battle zone. That's why I'm just stepping back and stepping out of the way. I'm gonna wait for the big plate. I put my hand in early and I got bit. So yeah, this price action is nasty. So while I'm sitting here waiting, I might as well go ahead. I don't think I mentioned it earlier that BallStreet trading. I am going to make another video going in detail about it. Actually, usually I like to make a video once a week. So I usually like to record the video over the weekend, but the one for this week, I got to record it during the week because it only makes sense to record it during the week. So maybe around Wednesday or Thursday, I'm gonna try to get a video out. I have sort of a busy week this week, so I got to find time to squeeze in the recording. So I like to do it. That's why I usually like to do my recordings over the weekend. But for this next one that I have planned, it only makes sense to do it when the market is open. So I got to do it during the week. So I got to try to find time to squeeze in the recording, edit it, do all the little, back office stuff, and then put it out. So I'm gonna try to get it out by Wednesday or Thursday, if not Saturday for sure. And then eventually I'm going to make one on the BallStreet. That's what I was talking about in the beginning. I'm going to make a video about going into more detail about BallStreet and how to trade it and how everything works inside of it. And the one I mentioned earlier, another video that is coming in the near future, is more details about the NV3 trading futures journal. NV3 Trader Futures Journal. The journal on my website. It's kind of a tongue twister. With all that being said, I don't think I'm going to get anything anytime today soon. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here. Got a business meeting today. So I need to go ahead and prepare for that. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Hope y'all find some good trades to take and everything goes well for you. And I will holler at y'all later. Deuces.